What's up, you guys? This is Old School Gamer 87 coming to you live. I'm so sorry for the huge delay that I'm having technical difficulties with, but just set up my next. I just set it up last night, and I'm about to talk about the stream before I had to do something else right after this. I'm talking about another Taito arcade-like and classic Space Gun. Okay. Turn this on. Wait. Here, I'm gonna show some scene. I'm playing with the light gun here, the Splatoon 3 light game gun. Just like this in the package right here. Yeah, the only main criticism that it doesn't have the pedal controls, because I had to hit those buttons, which are really frustrating when I try to reset. You can also use the pump, but I prefer to have arcade accuracy like this, so I could change weapons instead of hitting the button though. Yeah, Space Gun is also available for Taito Legends for the PC, PS2, and original Xbox right here, but that lacks light gun support. See that? It has Space Gun in there. See that? Right here. I have the PC version, but I don't have the box. I don't have the box for the PC version. I only got the disc that my friend gave it to me, but still won't work on today's computers yet, which I've yet to figure out. Yeah, they ever have pedal controls. I tried using the racing wheel pedal. I tried using the racing wheel pedal from the racing wheel control peripheral, but unlike the PlayStation game versions of Time Crisis, which I'm allowed to use the pedal, it won't combine all the controls together, which they should have, because they're separate because of these whatever controller that you're assigned with. I said to player 1, yeah, I wish they could try to connect all together, so I better use pedal controllers. The pedals do work, but only work separately though. Come on, just do it. Right. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna read this out to you. Space Gun is a 1990 first-person shooting arcade game released by Taito. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot the arcade over. Yeah, hold on. All right, I just read to you, and hold on. All right, if I set the Japanese version, a sci-fi horror themed shooter in which the player can actually move backwards. The game is set in 2039 during the space development era. While investigating a distress signal from a space freighter that has suffered a mysterious accident, a Space Marine command unit confronts the terrifying monsters on board the ship. Alright, yes, ROM. First launched in 1990, this light-gun game offers the ability to backtrack along your route, a feature unique within the game. Enemy attack power is set slightly lower than in the Japanese version. Here's the Japan Easy mode. While challenging the original version forced players to cancel enemy attacks by targeting monster lamps, this remix game mode allows for more casual play. And the US Easy ROM. While even the challenging original version forced players to cancel enemy attacks by targeting monster lamps, this remix game mode based on the North American release allows for more casual play. And the Sega Master System version, which is in Europe only. A Sega Master System port that was released in Europe in 1992. Yeah, never released in North America because of the decline of the console in North America and Japan. Alright. I'm gonna boot up the arcade game here. Hold on a minute. Alright, there you go. Let's open it. It does have sounds. Alright. Space Cat is a 1990 first-person shooter arcade game released by Taito. The game is set aboard a crippled space station that has been overrun by hostile alien creatures. The objective is to rescue human crew members while destroying the alien creatures. The game lets the player shoot limbs off the creatures, resulting in blood splatters. In 1992, home ports were released for the Amiga, Atari ST, Commodore 64, MS-DOS, ZX Spectrum, and Sega Master System. It was one of the few games for the Atari ST and Amiga to support a light gun. Yeah, the Sega Master System light phaser will work. It's only for one player. I wish they had multiplayer, but they don't. That sucks big time. However, some computer ports Some computer ports do have 2-player multiplayer support. Trying to set the M6 here. All right, here, let me try to pull this up. My apologies. All right. Space Gun is an arcade rail shooter in which the player views the on-screen action from a first-person perspective. Players use a cabinet-mounted light gun to target and shoot enemy aliens that have invaded a research vessel and abducted its crew. Enemies are either mechanical guns that descend from above the screen or aliens, several of which can only be defeated by first shooting away their limbs. The player must save human hostages from the creatures. Occasionally, a hostage will mutate into an alien. In addition to the standard rapid-fire weapon, there are 4 other weapons: a flamethrower, grenade launcher, freeze bomb, and blade bomb. These weapons require ammunition which can be collected throughout the stages and are activated by the player by using the pump action of the mounted gun. The arcade cabinet features foot pedals visible in the picture that, when pressed, reverse the player's direction. This is an essential feature as it gives the player more time to fire upon an incoming enemy to help keep the number of enemies at a more manageable level and thereby keep them from being overwhelmed. It also adds an element of strategy to the game as overuse of the back pedal runs the risk of running out of time on the level, so use wisely. There are 6 or 7 levels, depending on which version of the game is being played. Yeah, you can hear the sound. There are 6 or 7 levels depending on which version of the game is being played. That are split into 4 subsections, each with its own end-up level boss. Between levels, the story is explained and moved forward through the use of short animated cutscenes with text on the screen. Players can often choose their own path through the level by selecting a door or arrow using the gun. Some of the home system versions feature light gun support, but all of them allow the player to move across it to target enemies. The multiplayer game is identical to the single-player experience, but the Sega Master System, Commodore 64, and ZX Spectrum versions do not feature multiplayer for why I just mentioned. The arcade game uses raster graphics on a CRT monitor displaying 4096 colors and amplified stereophonic sound. The visuals are reflected into via a mirror in the cabinet. The arcade cabinet is upright, with the marquee bearing the game's name protruding outward. There are large blue plastic mods around the cabinet designed to resemble an alien cocoon. The music for Space Gun was composed by Norihiro Furukawa and Naoto Yagashita of Zuntata, Taito's music division. The arcade version of Space Gun was exhibited at the UK Amusement Trades Exhibition International in 1991. In 1992, Ocean Software released ports for the Amiga, Atari ST, Commodore 64, and ZX Spectrum. The Amiga and Atari ST versions are one of the few games to use the Trojan light gun. Never heard the Trojan light gun before. In developing the Amiga conversion, In developing the Amiga conversion, the team videotaped the arcade machine operation as a reference for the graphics, pausing the video at relevant spots to take notes before recreating them. A soundtrack CD, a split release with the soundtrack for the Taito game Liquid Kids, was released by Playcat and Cytron on January 21st, 1991. This album was also released as part of the Taito 1500 Collector's Box on September 17, 1993. A track from the game is on the limited edition CD Zuntata History, Lap North First, released by Zuntata Taito on April 1st, 1999. In 2005, Space Game was included in the compilation titled Taito Legends Volume 1 for the PS2, Microsoft Windows, and original Xbox, who I just showed you already right here. I know it's so getting these what they look like right here. I have the PC version, but I only have the disc though, but I don't have the original box. In Japan, Space Gun was the second highest grossing dedicated arcade game of 1991. It was also a hit in the United States, where weekly coin drop earnings averaged 247 per arcade unit during November and December 1990. Space Gun was well received by the video game press. In issue 34 of Zero, Amaya Lopez gave the original arcade version of the game 4 out of 5 stars. Johnny Cook of Sinclair User described the arcade release as enjoyable to those that already liked the genre, but stated he preferred other games. Killer List of video games called the cabinet design quite unique. In March 1992, Gary Witter of Advanced Computer Electronic magazine stated that the sections that scroll into the screen that are a lot easier to play than the horizontally scrolling sections. The screen can quickly fill up with enemies, which can lead to confusion as to what the player is shooting at, especially when human hostages run across the screen, as they can be inadvertently killed, which I really hate. Yeah, don't shoot the innocents or you won't be able to get bonus points. Neil West of Amiga Format commented that the title has a high difficulty level and that power-ups are a necessity to continue playing. The not perfect rapid-fire weapon, which needs recharging after prolonged use, contributes to the game's difficulty, as stated by Brian Sharp of GameX magazine. Several publications compared the game's plot to that of the 1979 film Alien, the first film. Simon Forrester of Your Sinclair jokingly referred to Space Gun as the unofficial game of the film franchise. Zero magazine gave particular praise to the sections where humans mutate into aliens as they run towards the player. Your Sinclair reviewer John Pillar and Chris Buffer of Game Daily said that Space Gun contains graphic violence, citing the visual effects of entrails and blood splash against the screen. Steve May of CU Amiga described the sound effects, specifically alien squeals and the pumping heartbeat, as simple but effective. British Gaming Magazine One reviewed the arcade version of Space Gun in 1991, heavily noted its similarity to Aliens, plural, second film. One praises Space Gun as great, and especially while playing with a friend. On release for the home platforms, the game received mixed reviews in the press, ranging from 69% in Amiga format to 84% in CU Amiga magazine. A preview for an Amiga Power described Space Gun as deriving from an inexplicably popular coin-op, best described as line of fire set in space. Several reviews have stated that Space Gun is an Operation Wolf clone, while it has also been compared unfavorably to Operation Thunderbolt, the sequel to Operation Wolf. Sega Power Magazine reviewed the Sega Master System version, giving the game a score of 70% if the player is using a light phaser, but only 50% if a control pad is being used. Paul Presley of The One for Amiga Games also found that using input devices other than the guns mounted to the arcade machine just isn't the same. Yeah, just like the one I'm using, that it's better to have mounted though. Prior to the release for the Xbox and PS2 as part of the Taito Legends, the game was regarded by Game Daily as being the top 5 of the games in the collection, and on release, the same website described it as thoroughly enjoyable, but no like and support. That sucks. Alright, here we go. I'm about to stand up. Time to stand up. I can sit down and do it like this, but I prefer staying up. Here we go. Copyright 1990 Taito Maker Corporation on its reserve. Yeah, those are the pedals that are supposed to step down. Yes, alright, here we go. It's getting a little dark here. I'm going to turn the light on. Now you see me. No, you don't. Yeah, I'm gonna move these out of the way. Let's have more room. My apologies. Alright. Check. Testing. Alright. Okay, here we go. Yeah, fuck off. Alright. (2039 AD). Man begins deep space exploration. However, there are many unknown dangers in space. Of course, especially for seeing episode 1 on ABC last night, so no spoilers, right? On a crippled spaceship, signaling for help. 1 L, not 2 L's. A new horror is awakened. Let's go. Don't shoot hostages. Remember, time's on your side, so use the pedals wisely. Yeah, you can try to go back to avoid getting hit, but time's on your side. You shoot these down, and it's gonna seal off the yeah. So there, we got one get sucked out up there. I'm shattered. Base. And fluffy cavalry. rescue 6 out of 10. I rescue 5 out of 5 out of 10 houses. Monsters attack the crew. Will any of them survive? I gotta make safe states so I can make so I can try to go to other routes. Oh man, I don't need this. My apologies. Here, let me try to here. Yeah, my apologies for technical difficulties. There we go. Let's go left. Yeah, sometimes you gotta go to one of the roads that have bonus, so might as well. Yeah. Oh man, look at that. Those are the crew members and shit. Oh. Hostages. There we go. A Marine low in health. Hang on! Don't want to harm the hostages. Shit! I don't care. And it's hard as hell. Get out of here. Ha! Have some heart, Brett Tominaga. Just fucking die. What's your gun power? Yeah, probably two sides. It's a lot stronger than the pulse gun, which is pulse gun is a lot faster, but stick plate is a lot stronger than slow. All communication from Starbase R has ceased. Take command of Space Shuttle and investigate. Can't slow down for too long. Let's get a ceasefire so I can charge. Take this into these. There we go. Feet loop the hand. We were right at the start base. Are the archivades in danger? 6 2 players and 2 characters appear on those cutscenes. Go right. Hang on! Get risk at the hostages. Let's go left. Hang on! Damn. Hang on. I don't want to get that hostage. Ooh, almost killed her. What? There we go. Armor. Don't worry about it. Locked and loaded. Hang on! Get the hostage. There we go. Shit. Meat locker. Hang on! Ooh! Almost killed him. There we go. That's good. all 9 hostages. Hot burn. Taosu's dead. I risk it. 9 hostages. Are some people still alive in the depths of the base? We verify put the pedals. Okay. That's right here. Let's go left. Shoot here, save. Alright. Let's go right first. Yeah, this works. Items here. There we go. So back to forward. This only pads. You gotta go right first before moving forward. Automatically. Ooh. Damn. that remind you, Sue? Almost. There we go. Remisu defeat. I rescue all 9 hostages. The situation at the base has worsened. Initiate self-destruct. Escape from here immediately using the spaceship at the base. Slice and dice. Oh man, their legs still moving. Oh my god. Time's on my side. Whew, that was close. If we ran out of time, then be careful not to lose everything. Freeze this. Freeze! Ha! Cat got your tongue, huh? Take that, PSU. Now, enter the cockpit and return to Earth. Be careful, don't shoot the cockpit, or you'll take a bad ending. Alright. Here, I'm gonna make this a safe state. Here we go. Ooh, careful. Ooh, be careful. Oh man, oh man, crap. Get ready, do you got it. Oh man, gotta watch out for that impact bomb. It flicks Uh-oh! Careful. All you gotta use the gun. Don't use bombs. Just like then, Operation Thunderbolt. Don't shoot the pop guns. Now, ooh! Oh man, 54 more hits. Oh, too bad. Freeze! 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 So close. There we go. Racing defeated. We have seen our escape, but who are they? What do they want? This war has just started. When they invade our mother planet Earth, we must unite and fight against them. There you have it. That's Space Gun for you. Yep. Only got 54 more hits at the cockpit. If I ever destroy the entire cockpit, then how the hell are we supposed to escape? You do not want to take the bat in it or the game is automatically over. Yeah, but the aliens are falling down, but they gotta be prepared for the worst, no matter what. They're prepared to save your day. Just like in the OK Sega Independence Day Resurgence. I haven't seen the series. I have the movie, but I haven't seen it yet. Yeah, and Mae Whitman's character's been replaced. The logo character who's portrayed by Wayman, she's been replaced by someone else. Alright, congratulations. Please input your name. There we go. Game over. Yeah, if I ever beat the boss, I'll be able to obtain a high score. I'm going to show the other routes. Here, let me show the other routes. Here. I don't care. Let's go right. Let's explore other routes. Yep, that's the reactor core. Damn. I don't care. Yeah, sometimes you can't get all hostages. Yeah, different routes, different hostages to rescue. Different routes, different paths to rescue other hostages. Yeah, I wish we could try to rescue all of them. Heartburn for Tominaga. I've rescued 6 out of 9 hostages. All communication for Starbase RSCs. Take command of Space Shuttle and investigate. Alright, I'm gonna go to the routes. Let's go forward. I'm gonna explore the routes. Double down. Let's put it right here. Let's go right. Ooh. Hostage. Go back to the one that let's try forward. Damn, not time. Yeah, I already made it to that route already. Let's try the other routes. Let's try this one. Let's try to go forward. there already. Let's try more. There's the hostage. Huh. But not all of them are at once. Hell goes. Hang on. Ooh. Triple down. This is opposite route to the boss. Rice. There we go. I rescued 6 hostages. Situation space has worsened. Initiate self-destruct. Escape from here immediately using the spaceship at the base. Okay, anything else? Right, this last one. Remember, yeah, go right first on this route. Go like that. And then you go back to where you chose, automatically moving forward. And there you have it. That's Space Gun for you. There you have it. Alright. Gotta hurry up to show you everything and show you the Sega Master System version, what it looks like. But, yeah. Here, I'm gonna show you something here. Alright. Okay. Okay, gonna show what the flyers looks like. Alright, that's what the back flyer looks like right here. You have been ordered to rescue the hostages immediately. The year is 2039 AD. Man takes deep space exploration to a new level of sophistication. However, at a distant space colony, a sudden escalation of unexpected disappearances and deaths causes the federal government of the Earth to launch a thorough investigation. The bestiary of commandos is consigned to the far reaches of the galaxy. En route, they intercept a distress signal emitting from an Earthbound cargo ship. The crew has taken hostage by an unknown life form and are in great danger if not rescued immediately. The alien life force must be destroyed before they reach their final conquest, the Earth. Alright, here are the rules. This high-powered shooting game is in the first-person perspective and can be played by 1 or 2 players simultaneously. A second player can join the game at any time. Grab the controls and start shooting. The hostages must be rescued while annihilating the alien monsters which appear in 7 exhausting rounds. The game is over when the player's life energy has expired, when no hostages have been rescued, or when the 7 rounds have been completed. A life energy capsule appears periodically to restore life to the player. In addition to the endless supply of bullets, the players can collect special weapons including freeze, blade, and fire bombs. All of these put unprecedented power into the player's hands. The controls include a high-powered pump, action fully automated machine gun, and a foot pedal to assist the player in maneuvering through the large infested ship. The pump action allows the player to select the special weapon of choice. Then the player simply pulls the trigger to unleash destructive power. The foot power allows the player to reverse his direction of travel, giving the player the maneuverability required to explore the ship. Oh, hold on. Something, man. I gotta go in the morning. Alright. Technical details. Weight 800mm, depth 1060mm, height 2000mm, weight 126 kilograms, power 150 watts, electric current consumption 2.8 amps, maximum system pump action gun with pedals, screen size 12 inches, proven number 95-3651. The address is Taito Mega Corporation, 39 Holbrook Drive, Wheeling, Illinois 60090, USA, telephone 78520-9280, and facsimile 78520-1309, Taito Europe Corporation Limited, 3334 Africa Place, London, WC1E 70 Peak, UK, telephone 07132343453, facsimile 07163677027, Taito Corporation 253 Hirakawa Cho, Shiraku, Tokyo 102, Japan, telephone 03222-4807, telex J22931E PTRE, facility 032387965. The fax machine. Copyright Taito Corporation 1990. Oh yeah, if both players hit the pedals at the same time, then you'll be able to go back even a little faster though. But however, time's on your side, so use the pedals wisely. Okay. Here's the European flyer. Let's zoom this in. See. Right there, showing the actual arcade cap. Taito Europe Corporation Limited, which is mentioned. Used to be Taito headquarters in London. Okay. Here's the Japanese flyer. Beware, the galaxy is being invaded. Destroy the monsters with powerful automatic machine guns. Here's the North American flyer right here. Taito Space Gun. Beware, the galaxy is being invaded. Beware, the galaxy is being invaded. Destroy the monsters with high-powered pump-action machine guns. Rescue the hostages immediately. Destroy the monsters or aliens. The year is 2039 AD, when a distant colonized space station experiences strange and unexplained occurrences, the Federation of Earth launches a special off-world unit of commandos to investigate. En route, a distress signal from an Earth-bound cargo ship is intercepted. The crew has been taken hostage by hostile alien life forms. Tension builds as the commandos search through the ship for survivors. While fending off the brutal, inhuman attackers, it's a fight to the death when the aliens' true course of cold-blood destruction is discovered. Destination: Earth, on this planet. Alright, Taito American Corporation, for I just told you the address. Copyright 1990, Taito American Corporation, printed in the USA. This is what the actual arcade cap looks like. The one with wheels and the pedals on in front. How to play. This high-powered shooting game is in the first-person perspective and can be played by 1 or 2 players simultaneously. A second player can join the game at any time. The hostages must be rescued while annihilating the alien monsters in 7 shocking and horrifying rounds. The game is over when the player's life energy has expired, when no hostages have been rescued, or when the 7 rounds have been completed. And with Taito's buying feature, the player can continue the action. A life energy capsule appears periodically to restore life to the player. In addition to an endless supply of bullets, the players can collect special weapons including freeze, blade, fire, and explosive bombs. Operation. The controls include a high-powered pump action, fully automated machine gun, and a foot pedal to assist the player in maneuvering through the alien-infested ship. The pump action allows the player to select the special weapon of choice. The player then simply pulls the trigger to unleash the total destruction. The foot pedal allows the player to reverse his direction of travel. This gives the player additional maneuverability to explore each corridor of the large ship. Okay. Here's one of the flyers for the computer imports. You have been ordered to rescue the hostages immediately. The year's 29 AD maintains deep space exploration to a new level of sophistication. However, at a distant space colony, a sudden escalation of unexplained disappearances and deaths caused the federal government of the Earth to launch a thorough investigation. The best team of commandos are consigned to the far reaches of the galaxy. En route, they intercept the stretch signal emitting from an Earth-bound cargo ship. The crew has been taken hostage by an unknown life form and are in great danger if not rescued immediately. The alien forms must be destroyed before they reach their final conquest, the Earth. Yep. That's my Ocean Software Limited, 6th Central Street, Manchester, M2 SNS, telephone 061-832-6633, and the fax number 061-834-0650. Yeah, it's Atari ST, CPU Amiga, Spectrum, Commodore, Amstrad cartridge, Atari ST, CPU Amiga, Spectrum, Commodore, Amstrad cartridge. And they should add the computer versions if so. Same thing. Alright. It's a different flyer here. Rescue the hostages. Rescue the hostages. Rescue the hostages. When Operation Thunderbolt confronts a deadly alien force, there is only one way to survive. Check out Space Gun. Rescue the crew of an Earth-bound cargo ship hijacked by an unknown life form. Annihilate those hideous creatures throughout all levels of your space. I can't see. Spacecraft using the high-power weaponry. You have a stunning arsenal of soldiers such as fire, freeze, and the blade. As fire from the first-person perspective. As fire plus many more. First, from first-person perspective, you confront to an interminable onslaught. Is the survival of the fighters. Commodore Spectrum, Atari ST cartridge. This is what the actual arcade cap looks like. Okay. It's another one, which is... Yeah, it's in a different language, though. Yep, it's the French flyer. It's a French flyer. Yeah, that's a French flyer of the computer versions. Oop. There we go. Okay. That's the Spanish flyer from Spain. Same thing. Oh, wrong bit. All right. Close up flyers. I'm going to show you what the actual arcade caps looks like. Right here. This is the left side of the arcade cap, and right here, an angle front. This is what the actual arcade cap space gun looks like. And I know why at the right side angle. Okay. This is what the arcade caps looks like, and I'm going to show you what the game covers looks like. Okay, this is the Sega Master System version, which is released in Europe only. Here's the back of it. Alright, from a crippled spaceship at the edge of the galaxy comes a cry for help. Alien monsters have taken over, and it's up to you to save what human crew remains. Choose your own path down dark corridors and through deadly arenas and non-stop shooting action. There are some foreign language throughout Europe. Only up to one player, peripheral, Sega control pad, or control stick, or light phaser. Yeah, and I had the trigger. There's no side button, and because not just use the light phaser. If you want to activate, change weapons, or use the bombs, you gotta hit the button to do that. You gotta hit the button at the Sega control pad, control stick to do so in order for it to work. Just like for what Nintendo did on Operation Wolf and a Mechanized Attack. Okay. Alright, this structure is the same thing. Oop. This is the front. This is the front cover and the spine label. Alright, here's the Commodore Amiga version. Alright, the back of it. Alright. When Operation Taito converts a deadly alien force, there is only one way to survive. Check out Space Gun. Rescue the crew of an Earth-bound cargo ship hijacked by an unknown life form. Annihilate these hideous creatures throughout all levels of your spacecraft using your high-powered weaponry. There is a stunning arsenal of specials at your disposal, such as the Freeze and the Blade, plus many more. From first-person perspective, you confront an interminable onslaught. Is the survival of the fire. Space of the fighters is the survival of the fire. Space Gun gives you the power. Have you got Space Gun gives you the power. Have you got the guts? Ocean is a registered trademark. Yeah, Ocean no longer exists. Okay, here's the front of it. Okay, here's the Commodore 64 version. Yeah, ma. Okay, here. Same thing. Commodore 64 112. Out of this world. Space Gun is Space Gun is a great blast, a surefire hit. Sinclair user. Fierce action, stunning co-op hit. Stunning co-op hit. Alright. Okay. It's the Amstrad version. Oh no, Commodore 641, sorry, my bad. Alright. Here's the Amstrad CPC version. You gotta be careful not to shoot those hostages. Alright, it's the Spy of... Oh yeah, Commodore version, sorry, my apologies. Here's the Amstrad version, right there. Okay, same thing. Alright. Here's the Sinclair. Oh yeah, the other one's the Atari ST version on the left. To 128. Okay. To 128. Spine. Alright, that's it. Okay. I'm gonna show you what the cassettes and disc looks like. Even the PCI board, okay? I'm going to show you a sample of the Sega Master System, and I have to go into more. This is what the Commodore 64 128 cassette tape looks like. The Hit Squad. Spectrum 128 version, not that one. Alright. Alright. Here are the carts. This is what the Sega Master System version cartridge looks like. And the one for Commodore 64, 64C, and 64 Commodore 64 GS. Okay. I'm going to show you what the diskettes looks like. There we go. That's the Commodore 128 diskette format looks like. The Amstrad disk. Okay, close these. I'm going to show you what the floppy disk looks like. Right here, Seabear Amiga Disk 1 Space Go. Not that one. Okay. Alright. Gonna show what the PCI board looks like right here. This is what the PCI board of Space Gun looks like. Okay. I'm gonna show you what the Sega Master System looks like. Yeah, I try saying because this is what the opening of the Sega Master System looks like. Copyright Taito Corporation 1992. All rights reserved. Press the button. Yeah, I go to options and try to change the controls, but unfortunately it won't let me for unknown reasons. Yeah, ZR me says shoot with the ZR right here, but it didn't work though. Oh man, I had to hit the A button. Exchange weapon. I had to hit the B button. You know, it has 1 and 2 buttons on the control pad though. I could play with the NES controller if I want. I wish they could try to make Sega Master System controllers for Nintendo Switch 1 and 2. Yeah, I really hope Clear River Games and Taito are gonna fix those issues by the time the physical version came out on January 26, 2026 for Nintendo Switch. Yeah, I haven't tested out the PC version just yet, along with Night Striker, the Sega C version on the PC version, Operation Night Strikers, because every time I beat the game before I put my initials, the game kept on crashing at the very end every time I beat. Yeah, I'm gonna show what it looks like. 2039 AD main begins deep space exploration. However, there are many unknown dangers in space. On a crippled spaceship, signaling for help. Same thing as they did right from the start every time you insert coins, game cards, whatever. A new horror is awakened. Yeah, there are no rapid fire unless you gotta keep pulling trigger. Yeah, just like that. Yeah, I wish I could pull a trigger, but it won't let me. Come on. I gotta hit the 8 button. Yeah, it's kind of slow though. Don't shoot the hostages. Can't shoot down the crates. Oh man. Every time I go through to the next pad, the music stops momentarily. Okay, man. Come on. Ooh! Almost killed that guy. Oh man! He's one of them. There's no way to save him if we're too late. Ooh, almost got slashed. Oh yeah, I heard that the Flash video game for the Sega Master System and Game Boy based on the 1990 series, not the CW not the CW TV series, the 1990 series that used to air on CBS. Yeah, the Sega Master System version only released in Europe, but the Game Boy version was released in North America. Yeah, yeah, it really sucks that the Sega Master System game of the Flash based on the American TV series and DC Comics it was never released in America due to the decline popularity of the Sega Master System console in North America and Japan. Oh man, this is too slow. Rescue 6 persons. Monsters attack the crew. Will any of them survive? Not sure what the special weapons looks like. Left or right? Here, let's try. Oh, crap. Yeah, I hate that. Not sure what these special weapons looks like. Come on. Going down. Oh man, this is not easy. Ooh, crap. Now I get hurt. There you go. Oops, wrong button. Ouch. Yeah, I never take damage in the first stage until this one. This is not going to be easy for me to beat. Yeah, this is kind of too slow. Oh man, running out. What the hell? Oop. There we go. Yeah, man. I gotta go right now. All communication from Starbase R has ceased. Take command over space shuttle and investigate. I'm not gonna play this for long. I gotta go. I'm running out of special weapons. Yeah, it took forever for me to beat. Well, I'm not gonna play so long because, yeah, there you have it. This is what the Sega Master System looks like. If you want to get this game, get it for Operation Night Strikers for Nintendo Switch 1 and 2 and the PC. There we go. Alright. Well, I gotta go right now. Alright. Oh yeah, and there's only one part that I did not read out on Night Striker for the Sega C version. Hold on. Tea, and I gotta get back to the safe second. There you go. I'm so sorry, I'm having technical difficulties here. Okay. Okay. I gotta hurry up. I gotta read this out too. The order was carried out. Night Striker destroyed the cheap terrorist helicopter known as Gyro. Night Striker received information that a small strike force successfully eliminated the organization's base. This action eliminated the terrorist threat. But were Dr. Lindbergh and his daughter rescued? The cheap terrorist's whereabouts were known. He was originally a dishonest dictator who was overthrown 10 years ago. No one knew where he was now. Yeah, that's it. My apologies for technical difficulties. I've got to read it out. Alright. I gotta get going right now. Okay. Alright. Thanks for tuning my live stream. Please like, subscribe to Old School Gamer 87. Follow me these social media platforms, and don't hesitate to ask me any questions by email, and I'll be happy to answer them for you. Hashtag Flight 6 for Switch 1 and 2 right now. Since I already showed you what the Flight 6 looks like playing on Nintendo Switch, while I'm playing Night Striker and other flight games, so please do so, alright? And bring back light guns right now, because game's about to re-release. Time Crisis, Plug and Play, and then hashtag Ding Dong Ditch no more, and hashtag Door Kick Challenge no more. So please, don't be that way. Those kinds of pranks are dangerous, and not just you make the owners arrested, you could get arrested too by the police, alright? Remember, watch this, release 20-30 seconds. You be careful out there while going in public. Get set vaccinated against flu, COVID, RSV, other types of diseases, viruses, whatever. So don't be a sick ass victim, alright? Well, I gotta go right now. So this Old School Gamer 87 sign off. Take care, peace. Do be careful there, alright? Take care, peace, alright? Do be careful there, alright? Take care. Bye.